Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome to part 26 of Let's Play Prison Architect. Now, if you watched the last one, you know that originally there was not going to be a part 26. But as I was finishing that recording, I kind of realized that the end was a little abrupt. I got to a certain size and declared the prison a success, and, that was going to be it. And while I was confident that the prison would be stable, that it wouldn't have a lot of fights or problems or anything, the reality is it's not like I knew that for a fact. And, I thought it would be reasonable to show how the prison would fare if you continued to run it at that same size. So what I did is I just let it run for another week. Now, because that process was kind of boring, you may notice it looks different. I put grass down outside and some trees. And then indoors, I started playing around with the flooring. I didn't really pay much attention to this while I was really playing in earnest. But different types of tile may help you walk faster. So I put that in the long corridors and in the work area of the kitchen and stuff like that. I believe I did the same thing in the workshop. It's a different flooring, but I believe it has that same, characteristic. And then in the cells, I put down a mosaic tile because I thought, well, I don't really know if it'll increase their comfort level, but maybe it would. Now, whether any of these things actually did any good, I can't say, because the problem is we were already meeting the prisoner needs before I ever did any of that. So, I don't know. I would have had to have done it at a time when we had some things like, let's say the kitchen wasn't getting enough food done, and then we put in that tile, and then now they were getting more done. So I don't know if we just made their jobs a little easier, or maybe we had no impact at all. I don't really know. It does look nicer, though, I must say. I think the grass, again, I don't know that it affected the prisoners, but I think for me looking at it, it's definitely nicer. And I guess if I was going to do anything from here, it would just be, like to add grass in some of the borders around here, too, because it's just nicer to look at. So that's really the purpose of this final installment, was to kind of take a look at it 1 week later, not to do any real serious gameplay or anything. The other thing that I wanted to touch on briefly is we spent most of the game playing with minimum security prisoners. And that was a conscious decision I made in order to try to minimize fighting and stuff like that. The interesting thing to me has been that even though now the majority of our prisoners are maximum security, there have been 0 fights in the last week. 0 escape attempts, 0 problems of any kind. And I haven't noticed any additional, every now and then you'll get somebody, I think I just saw one right now. Yeah, you have somebody who went through the metal detector and, they're now being frisked because they activated it. But he's medium security. And we had guys that did that were minimum security. And I haven't noticed any more incidents of it with the maximum security guys. It just seems like they're the same. Now, maybe if the prison wasn't, really well set up, and you had a lot of needs not being met, is it possible the maximum security guys would be quicker to fight, quicker to riot? Yeah, that's conceivable, and I don't know. Frankly, that was one of the reasons I didn't want maximum security guys early on, because I knew we'd have stuff that wasn't working the way we wanted it to, and, problems. And we did. We weren't always making enough food, and, we had different issues like that. So it is interesting, though, at least when you're meeting their needs, when you're making them happy and comfortable, then even the maximum security guys, they don't really, create trouble. So that was something that, was interesting to learn for me as well. And beyond that, I guess I don't really have much to add. Really, the prison has been fairly dull. That's what prompted me to go on a flooring renovation, is because just literally watching the time pass, there wasn't anything much going on that, was fun to watch. It was just guys milling around and doing whatever they were supposed to be doing at that time of day. So that's good in the sense that it means, we built a successful prison, but it's not necessarily great for entertainment value, I suppose. And I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you enjoyed this series. I certainly did enjoy building this prison up. I don't really intend to play it again anytime soon because I just don't really know what else I would be interested in trying to do that would be different from what I did this time. Maybe when it comes out for full release, I'll take another look at it. I don't know. But at any rate, that is all for now and for the foreseeable future. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.